Okay, so first exercise to start with is squats. The reason we start with squats is a compound exercise, so you want to start with that first. And I've already warmed up, so what I have on here now is just 25 on each side. Bar isn't too high, it's comfortable for me. If I put it a little higher, it'd be a little too tough. I'd have to get on my tippy toes, and you don't want that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and climb under the bar. And when we lift the weight, we want to make sure that it's going to be not on your shoulders, not too low, but you want to kind of rest right down on your calves. Also, I'm going to put both of my feet under the bar as I bring the weight out. That way I'm completely balanced. And depending on what your goals are, and then also your body's anatomy, is going to affect where exactly you want your stance. So personally for me, what's comfortable for me is a little bit of a wider stance, not necessarily shoulder width apart. And I like this because it's also going to target more of my inner thighs, which I want, and then also a little bit more of the glutes versus the quads. Alright, let's go. This is usually my second exercise, and what it's going to target is your glutes, of course, okay? And what I'm doing right now, I'm doing 105 pounds. It's pretty comfortable, it's still really heavy, so I'm only going to do about 8 to 10 reps on it. And if you're unable to hold the weight up at the top for at least a couple seconds, then you're going too heavy, so you can drop the weight. I have a pad on the bar, just to make it a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to sit down, put the bar on our hips, and then just kind of raise up, hold it, set it back down. You want to bring your glutes close to the ground. Don't exactly touch because you want constant tension. Okay, so 8 to 10 reps. And for me, because this is so heavy, it weighs almost as much as I do. So I've got to lift one end at a time and put it on my hips. You might not have to do that. You might just be able to lift it up. I can't do that, not quite yet. Okay, so you want to rest right here to where the bar is going to stay sturdy as you're coming out. That'll be one. On this machine, so what I have the weight set at is going to be 50. On this type of machine, same thing, I just do about 10 reps is pretty good for this one. And when you adjust the size, you want to make sure that the axis of the machine is going to be the same as the joint in your ankle. You're going to go ahead and just lay down. You can completely put your face flat, or you can kind of just sit your head up. That's what I do, keep my spine straight. Just kind of look forward, it keeps me focused versus laying down. So we're going to be pulling the weight up. You want to keep your feet kind of flexed this way. It's going to be a lot easier. It's not really natural if you point your toes. So here we go. want the weight to be pretty heavy but still light enough to where your body's going to stay flush. If you're coming up your pelvis, then obviously you want to drop the weight. Okay, so the next machine we're going to do is the hip abduction. So I'm going to go ahead and just adjust me where I want it. And for me, I like to use this to target the glutes, of course. So what I do is I sit closer forward. And there's a few variations to this. You can kind of rest your hands back here and open and close that way. You can also completely sit up, you know, and lower. And as you're lowering down, you can kind of open up and come back up or so. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and hold on forward.
Is that all the way in?
And I'm just going to do the weight a little heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do about 8 to 10 reps. Great. Okay. Exercise we're gonna do?
Start over.
Oh.
Okay. It's okay, I'll come down.
Okay, I don't even know. Oh, God.
Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. And for your feet, you just want to kind of point them straight out when you're gonna be flexing. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. Or I'm sorry, it's gonna be. Can you cut that part out and I can say this part all over again? Because I totally messed it up. And put in only the good stuff?
Yeah?
Don't tell me you're recording now.
I'm recording now.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So.